So the title of this article says Dunfermline best-selling thriller author found not guilty of assault. So who's that face? Do you guys recognize that face? So here it said, the Dunfermline author of a series of best-selling thriller novels has been found not guilty of assault. William Jordan, 32, who has written 5 books in his Ryan Drake series, appeared at Dunfermline Sheriff Court last Thursday. He had previously pleaded not guilty to the charge that he assaulted a then 11-year-old boy, pushed him on the body, and repeatedly punched him on the body at Red Row in Limekins on July 3rd last year. I thought that was funny, just that article, because I'm like, wait a second. Like, what the heck? This is the Dunfermline Press. It's a real news site. But I'm just kind of wanting to know the story here. There's like an 11-year-old boy who accused the critical drinker, I guess, of like pushing him and then punching him repeatedly in the body. And so he was charged with assaulting the 11-year-old, but he was found innocent. So he was found innocent. So the court says he didn't do it, but somehow he actually got charged for doing it. Like the police basically thought they had enough sufficient evidence to say he did do it. Unless maybe Scottish legal system is different than ours. So I'm just wondering what this story is about. What's this? What happened here? Who's this 11-year-old boy that said the critical drinker hit him, or did he just describe someone, right? But anyway, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what happened there? To me, that sounds like a very, that sounded like a very interesting situation. So anyway, I want to know what happened there, but I do empathize a little bit. Let me explain why I empathize a little bit, right? Because there was some Scottish boy, it sounds like, who thought that drinker hit him, or maybe he just described what the person looked like. He said, he has green eyes and brown hair or black hair. He's kind of a slender man. And so then the police said, okay, we think, we went off of some cameras. We think it was maybe the drinker. I don't know. Or maybe he like explicitly stated it was him. I'm not sure, what the situation was. But, with regards of beating up little, Irish or Scottish boys, I accidentally a few weeks ago beat up like a 15-year-old, metaphorically beat up, not literally beat up, but metaphorically. I metaphorically beat up a 15-year-old Irish boy on accident. There was this guy who a lot of you guys have probably seen. You guys might know who he is. He makes like content basically about like stuff being woke. Comic books are woke, movies are woke, and everything's woke really. And I made a video about his absolute Batman review where I was basically disagreeing with him. But the thing is I thought that he was in his 20s. So I thought that he was more or less like in the same age range as me, right? Like I thought he was like a year or two maybe, or maybe, I don't know. That's what I thought. I thought he was maybe just like a little bit younger than me. I thought that's what it was. And anyway, I was talking about this guy, just about how I disagreed with his absolute Batman review. And I feel bad because somebody in my comments told me he was only 15. In which case, like, if he's only 15, like, I think he actually did like a good job in terms of his video editing. He does a good job on his thumbnails. And I'm like, wow, for a 15-year-old, even though like the stuff you say isn't, super, I don't know, it's not true. Like, he didn't really have a good analysis of absolute Batman. Like, at least, for a 15-year-old, if you are 15, then if you are 15, then good job for you, I guess. Like, you're actually, he has some charisma. He is kind of entertaining. So I do feel a little bad because I made like a video responding to him, but then somebody told me he was 15. So I was like, did I just beat up a 15-year-old? But, Critical Drinker didn't actually beat up an 11-year-old. He was, found innocent. But I maybe actually just beat up a 15-year-old, Irish boy, maybe. And so I feel bad. I feel really bad about that. Okay, this is the one that I was supposed to look at. Let me put this on.
Batman issue 2 is out, and my expectations were low, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Trust me, the mediocrity just continues. Before we get into this pile of dog crap, I'd like to thank the Midnight Drop for sending a massive amount of people over to my channel with his insane mental breakdowns.
Like, it's so weird how, like, people who just hate certain things, you just slap the label woke into it.
I'm retarded?
Thanks, bro. It's always cool to see some
Well, yeah, that is an issue when people always just call things woke when it's not. So
support from the disabled community. When you say I'm scared of black people, newsflash, you illiterate troglodyte. Everybody is.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away.
You can't stop looting and burning countries to the ground. Next time you're driving to work and you're enjoying your Marxist Batman comic, try not to get robbed or shot by your fellow brothers. To create an argument, you actually have to make some valid...
What the heck is he talking about? That's funny. He's telling that, I guess, he's telling that to just this guy over here. That it is crazy, just because I feel like a few years ago, like in 2021, I don't think they would really let you... don't think you'd be able to get away with saying that.
Just dance around, throw.
I guess like the YouTube, the YouTube algorithm. I mean, not the YouTube algorithm. Maybe like the rules have changed a bit, but I feel like a few years ago you wouldn't be able to get away with that.
Your arms up in the air, making weird noises like you did. It makes you look like a Neanderthal who hasn't picked up a comic except Watchmen in his entire life. Stay in your own lane and go back to anime. You low IQ mental retard. Anyways, I'm a bit late to the party on this one because to tell you the truth, I didn't actually want to read on in Absolute Batman, but reluctantly I did. In my mind, I thought that it would have to be better than issue 1 with its edgy dialogue that a 10-year-old would write and its cringy character designs. But I wasn't.
Yeah, Cosmic Vader said gratuitous racism. I'd like to see him say that to a black guy in his face. Yeah, I don't think he would. I was a little shocked. I'm like, holy crap. Like, it's kind of funny, like but then when you think about it being real, it's like, yeah, man, you got to chill out. It's funny too, because he's a fan of Eric's. So like he says that, what he just said, like he said, he's afraid of black people. And he was like saying that they like destroy civilization, countries and whatnot. But it's funny because when you look at his, also, I don't know if I said hi to Katie did yet. Katie did said, "Hey JJ, hey chat, so good to see you." Let me pull up his channel on a different window. Or sorry, when Alan Moore was doing his Comicsgate rant recently after the Trump election. Let me show you guys this. When Alan Moore was doing his Comicsgate rant, after the election about how Comicsgate's evil and all that. So he made this video here where he showed Alan Moore. He put like a communist thing on his forehead and he says it's over, and then it goes into Isom and Yellow Flash's character and Ghost of is that Ghost of the Badlands? Anyway, so he's a fan of Isom, I guess. He just doesn't like other black people. I don't know, it's kind of funny, but I don't know how much of the stuff he says like he actually believes. Like when I hear him say that, yeah, like A Dead and 3 Talks at 11 said, is he serious? Like, I don't know. Otoy Fanboy said, so he trashes black people, but wants Eric July as his back friend, like the other Rippetards. Weird. Yeah, it's like, I think it's like the Al Sharpton joke I was making. Like, you can like, if you buy a copy of Isom, it's like getting an N-word pass, I guess. Like, you can just be like, I have a black friend, see?